Beneath the shimmering surface of the vast ocean lies a realm of magic and wonder that has captivated human imagination for centuries, the domain of the mermaids. These elusive and mythical creatures have woven their way into folklore, art, and even modern popular culture. But what lies at the heart of these mesmerizing tales? Are they just the stuff of legends? Or could there be a grain of truth hidden beneath the waves? From ancient seafaring societies to modern marine biology, join us in deciphering the age-old riddle of mermaids. Mermaids, those mystical beings with the upper bodies of women and the sinuous tails of fish, have long danced through the seas of human storytelling. From the rugged coasts of Ireland to the arid expanse of South Africa's Karoo Desert, these aquatic enchantresses have captivated the imaginations of cultures spanning the globe. Did you know? Throughout history, mermaids have been depicted in various forms of art, literature, and folklore. They have appeared in ancient sculptures, Renaissance paintings, and even modern pop culture. Now, let's unravel the etymological mystery behind their name. The name mermaid, which combines the words mere, which means sea in Old English, and maid, which means young woman, captures the essence of these seductive creatures. Just like the sea's undulating waves, the symbol of the mermaid is as fluid as the water she calls home. She's a chameleon of symbolism, embodying life's fertility in one cultural embrace, while beckoning doom's shadow in another. Let's plunge into the deep waters of myth and legend. The West, South, and Central African shores echoed with tales of Mami Wata, the water spirits known as water as mother. These tales stretch their tendrils across diverse African cultures, with Mami Wata's identity as fluid as the tides. Sometimes she's a wise sage, other times a fierce guardian against nature's wrath. These tales have traveled across oceans, weaving together diverse African groups in a web of common history. Shifting our gaze to ancient Greece and Rome, the mermaids of yore seem to ripple into our present thoughts. There is a Greek folktale of Alexander the Great's sister, Thessalonike, who transmuted into a mermaid upon her passing. Her haunting question to sailors, is King Alexander alive, held the power to unleash storms or serene seas. It's an enchanting reminder of the sea's capricious nature, where a single question could steer a ship's fate. Venture to the misty lands of Eastern Europe, where Rusalki, the Slavic water nymphs, wade through myth and mystery. These ethereal creatures, once linked to fertility and abundance, took a darker turn in the 1800s. Their sorrow-laden souls lured unsuspecting souls into the watery embrace of their final resting place. It's a tale that tugs at the heartstrings of life's fragility, and now let's unfurl the emerald-hued landscapes of Ireland, where merrows reign. In the Swedish ballad Havsfrun, we witness a mermaid's daring act. She abducts a 15-year-old human girl. But when the girl's brother comes to her rescue, the mermaid's intentions take a dark twist. She confesses that she would have snapped the girl's neck if she had foreseen this betrayal. Meanwhile, in Swedish folklore, the merman Hafsman crafts his own narrative, whisking away a human woman to make her his bride. Hanuman, a heroic figure, endeavors to craft a stone bridge across the sea, only to find his efforts thwarted by the enchanting Suvanamaka. Destiny takes a whimsical turn as love blossoms amidst waves and stones, leading to a partnership that bridges both sea and heart. But wait, the Celtic breeze carries us to the Scottish Isles, where the Selkie's tale unfolds. Not your typical mermaid, these shapeshifters dance between human and seal forms. As they frolic in the sea's embrace, their melodies echo tales of longing and enchantment. Known as Maidin Mara, or Maidens of the Sea in Gaelic stories, Selkies blur the line between fascination and uncertainty. Some tales paint them as tempters, luring souls into the watery abyss. Yet others whisper of seal skins cast aside, entwining their lives with humans. Here is a fact for you. The story of The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen, published in 1837, is one of the most famous tales involving a mermaid. Unlike the popular Disney adaptation, Andersen's version has a more bittersweet ending. 4,000 years ago, Ea, the Babylonian god of the sea, emerged as the original water deity. With the body of a fish below and the essence of a human above, Ea is the ultimate multitasker, bestowing arts, sciences, and battling evil, while also doubling as the patron god of cleaners. After a makeover by the Greeks and Romans, Eo's essence morphs into Poseidon and Neptune, solidifying his aquatic prowess. But let's not forget Atargatis, the ancient Syrian goddess who sets the stage for the mermaid legend. With a human upper half and a fishy lower half, she watches over her people's well-being and fertility. The Syrians honor her with a grand temple, complete with sacred fish ponds. Meanwhile, Pliny the Elder, that famed fountain of misinformation, introduces us to Nereids, half-human, half-fish nymphs, whose scaly, human parts led to some bizarre aquatic legends. In the realm of Greek mythology, sirens take center stage. These cunning creatures, sometimes half-bird, half-woman, sometimes mermaids, bewitch sailors with beguiling melodies. Remember Odysseus? He had the right idea, strapping himself to his ship's mast, while his crew plugged their ears with wax to avoid their tempting tunes. Here is a fun fact. Have you heard about the Mermaid Parade? It was first organized in 1983 by artists and activists, including Dick Zegan, who founded the Coney Island, USA organization. The parade was created as a way to celebrate the beginning of the summer season, as well as to honor the mythology and folklore of mermaids and other sea creatures. Venturing into the nautical lore of the Middle Ages, mermaids don't exactly get a gold star. In fact, it's best to steer clear of these aquatic beings altogether. Olaus Magnus, the 16th century cartographer, chronicles the fears of fishermen, warning that snaring a mermaid or merman brings forth wrathful tempests and haunting laments. After a tempestuous storm, girls in a boat stumbled upon a mermaid floundering in the shallows. With compassion, they brought her aboard, adorning her in women's clothing, a choice well made given her gender. Yet though she was of our kind, words eluded her, and she remained resolutely mute. Long-held belief held that every land creature, humans included, must have an oceanic counterpart, like the sea's peculiar renditions of monks and bishops. But as seafaring explorers cast their gaze across uncharted waters, the sightings of mermaids surged. The Age of Discovery ushered in tales that stretched from Newfoundland to the Dominican Republic. John Smith, of Pocahontas fame, glimpsed a mermaid with long green hair off Newfoundland in 1614, a vision that possessed an undeniable charm. Regrettably, the mighty Steller's sea cow, a colossal being at 33 feet long and 24,000 pounds, fell victim to extinction by human hands. The myth's origin traces back to the dugongs, those denizens of the waters once embraced by the Syrian and Babylonian empires. These creatures might well have inspired the half-human, half-fish deities Atargatis and Ea. And isn't it interesting that ships traversing perilous waves, close to the gathering places of these gentle marine creatures, may have given rise to the dreadful reputation of mermaids? With the march of science and reason, the mermaid wove herself further into the fabric of sailors' tales, evading the firm grip of natural history to frolic in the realm of fantasy. As the tides of time washed over this mystifying myth, it became a cherished part of maritime lore, a spark of wonder for those braving the high seas. Knowing the historical context, would you consider mermaids as more of a symbol of allure or a harbinger of doom? Have you ever come across a mermaid myth or legend that stood out to you? Share your favorite tale from different cultures,